Hi Scorpio, this is Ross from Tarot. My name is Colette if you've never viewed me before. Scorpio, this is your weekly reading for May the 6th through the 12th. This is a general reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, so just take the pieces that resonate and leave the rest. Scorpio, I did take a little bit of time off. I did have a schedule change in my household. I do have 5 children, and I'm not holding up my hand because I'm counting. My God, that's but no. I do have 5 children, and I do have some medical things as well. I don't like to talk about them too much, but I needed to take some time off just to rest and collect myself and things like that. So, but yeah, I did upload the readings. Actually, I did have the readings done for this week. Last week were done, but then I don't know what happened. My sound, when I went to go upload it, the sound wasn't working, but I wasn't really fond of the readings anyway because I I wasn't feeling well, so I was like a little bit lethargic and just they just didn't seem like they were supposed to post, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, so when I was meditating on your cards, Scorpio, I feel like you are going to have a really good week the week of May the 6th through the 12th. I feel like all the cards that were coming out were really, really positive. You had the Sun twice, you had the Six of Wands, you had the you had the Four of Wands, you had the Lovers, you had a lot of good, you had the Ten of Pentacles, you had a lot of good cards that were coming out, all positive, really. I was really feeling like almost happy, happy, joy, joy, if you know what that is. um, I feel like you are having a positive week at work, at love. You have the Eight of Swords on the bottom. Some of you, I feel like you could be you have the Eight of Swords twice. Wow, that's crazy. I do feel like you're having a positive week. I feel like that Eight of Swords you should be coming out of. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, Justice, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Three of Swords. Alright, you have the Seven of Swords. You have the Seven of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles. You have Judgment with the Six of Cups. You have the Nine of Pentacles with Justice. You have the Moon with the Ace of Swords. You have the Magician with the Four of Wands. And you have the Hierophant with the Three of Swords. Okay, so let's get into this here. And we'll do some further clarifications because I feel like your reading should be really positive. It seemed the energy was very positive overall. So anyway, you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. I feel like you could be the Seven of Swords doesn't have to be lying, cheating, stealing. Maybe you were dealing with a lying, cheating, stealing person at one point at your job. This person could have I feel like what this is that this person could have been potentially at your job and they got fired and this is affecting your job. Like this person got fired and now they're saying, Scorpio, you have to work more hours, or Scorpio, this you have to work this schedule, and it can be affecting you that way. This could be you are getting more money out of this, so it could be a positive thing. Or this could be one of those things where maybe their schedule is a little bit better. Or it could be potentially the opposite, where it's could be a little bit annoying. But take it how it resonates. On the other hand, I feel like Seven of Swords is all about that quiet, sneaky energy. So I feel like maybe you're working on something just quietly. you're working on. Maybe this is at work, a project, whatever this is. I feel like you're doing this quietly. And Scorpio, you know quiet. You like to keep things to yourself. I mean that in a positive way. You're very good at keeping things hush hush. Next, you have the Six of Cups and the Judgment card. Now, the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia. It is a blessing after a storm. It can represent children, especially this week since it is Mother's Day, if that's resonating for any of you. Some of you are going to have mixed emotions about that. And the Judgment card is all about an awakening. This can represent you possibly having an awakening about a past memory from maybe your childhood, especially with Mother's Day. But whatever this is, it's going to be different for all of you. But you could definitely be having an awakening, and it could be positive to where you're realizing something and it's giving you a lot of clarity in a way. Maybe it's something that's making you happy in a way because you're realizing something. And when we have answers, whether they're the answers we want or not, it just makes us feel lighter. Next, you have the Justice card and the Nine of Pentacles. And the Justice card is all about balance. It's all about karma. What you put in is what you get back. And the Nine of Pentacles is all about luxury. It's all about having enough money. It's about having enough money to keep for yourself and put out. Having the nice home. Maybe spending a little bit more than you used to be able to. And I feel like this is what you're starting to notice. And I feel like you've been noticing that for a little while, Scorpio. I feel like you notice that sometimes you have more than people around you or people your age. Next, you have the Ace of Swords and the Moon. The Ace of Swords is all about that clarity, that victory. It's also about cutting something out. The Ace of Swords is also about like a victory over the mindset. So it's really about thinking very, very clearly and almost planning what you're going to do before you act on it. And this moon card is all about, sometimes it's about that illusion and confusion, especially with those Eight of Swords on the bottoms of both decks. Maybe you've just been kind of confused, or you've definitely been in that self-imposed restriction possibly lately where you feel like this is just not going to work, I can't do this, or whatever you feel like. Maybe your work or family life or whatever it is has you feeling like you're a little bit bound. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like you just feel like, what am I going to do? This is my life. I what am I going to do about it? And I feel like with this moon card's a little bit different. It has one eye open and one eye closed. And I feel like this is almost like you could be seeing things in your dreams. You could be getting some messages in your dreams. So pay attention to them and look them up afterwards. I really like this one website. It's called Dream Moods. And they always seem pretty accurate when you look them up. Next, you have the Magician with the Four of Wands. And I feel like this could definitely be about you could be traveling back to your home, like your childhood home, if this is about Mother's Day, if you have a good relationship with your mom, if you are married, or if you are a mother, or not even if you're married, if you are just going to your partner's home, whatever this is for you, I feel like this is going to be a really good time. The Magician is all about having all those tools to make something really positive happen. You could just be trying to manifest this dream of having this great, happy life. this celebration, this marriage. Or maybe you already have manifested it. Next, you have the Hierophant and the Three of Swords. You could have been dealing with a Taurus for some of you. It doesn't have to be. Or you could have some Taurus in your chart. With the Three of Swords, this is some grieving that some of you could be still carrying around. Now, the Hierophant represents tradition, and it can represent schooling, but it also represents a blessing. So take it how it resonates. Some of you could be grieving about something that is maybe be tradition, however you want to call that, tradition for everybody else, and you don't have that. So it makes you a little bit sad. It makes you a little bit, grieve a little bit. Maybe everybody else has a great relationship with their mom on Mother's Day and you don't. Maybe you if this is to be a situation when it comes to a relationship, maybe you're realizing that and this would already be happening, maybe you're realizing that you're kind of separating and you have kids and you know that Mother's Day and Father's Day or however it's going to be, take it how it resonates, is going to be a little bit different. It's all going to be different for all of you. But let's get some further clarifiers in here. So what's the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles for Scorpio? You have the Six of Swords. I always have to touch these because they're really thick. And you have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom, so that's good. I feel like maybe this week that we're in currently might be a little bit rough, maybe for you, Scorpio. And this week, the May 6th is going to be better. I feel like things are turning around. You're moving on to calmer shores. This definitely could be a work situation or something like that. I feel like some of you could be dealing with I keep hearing like a sticky situation. But I feel like it's going to be turning around. What is the Judgment card and the Six of Cups? You have the Eight of Pentacles and you have the Emperor on the bottom. The Eight of Pentacles can represent work, but it also can represent mastering your craft or being proud of something that you just doing or enjoying something that you do. Some of you might not work or go to work, but it's something that you just enjoy in your day-to-day life. Maybe some of you were this staying at home and being a mom is your work, especially with that Six of Cups. And with the Emperor, I feel like you could be having a realization, almost like an awakening with that Judgment card. And I feel like it could almost be making you feel just more in control of something, more in control of, I don't want to say your life, but it's more in control of whatever area that is. Or maybe this was a father figure or someone who was who was a little bit controlling. Next, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Justice card. Yes, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Justice card, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, it's really hot up here in my space. You have the Temperance card on the bottom. So, again, I feel like things are turning around for you for the better. You're seeing that karmic cycle play out. With the Moon and the Ace of Swords, you have the Two of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands on the bottom. With the Two of Wands, I feel like you do have plans. You could be traveling, Scorpio, but I feel like this is mostly just about you staying on your path. The Moon does represent the path. The Moon is lighting your way. And you are doing this victoriously. You see that Rhino, he's got that map, he's got his, oh my gosh, I forget what those are called. It's not a kaleidoscope. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what they're called. A telescope. Telescope? That's not right. I forget. And now I feel dumb. A lot on here. But he's looking through that, and I feel like that's what you're doing. You're just traveling, you're making your plans, and you just keep going. And with the mountains in the background, I feel like no matter what you encounter, you pretty much just overcome them. I mean, you're a Scorpio, so it's pretty much all you ever do. My daughter's a Scorpio, and she's really amazing how she bounces back. Where maybe if it was me, I think I'd be possibly maybe like really hurt. My feelings would be hurt sometimes in certain situations she's in, and she really can bounce back. It's quite amazing. With the Four of Wands and the Magician, you do have the Two of Cups. You have the Page of Swords. You could be getting a positive message. The Page of Swords is all about a messenger. And the Two of Cups, it's really good love energy. You could be manifesting, like I said. You could be trying to pull somebody in, I feel like. You could be trying to manifest and pull somebody in. And that's why you could possibly be getting a message with that Page of Swords. Like with a magician, you're like trying to, or you could be manifesting each other and you don't even realize it. With the Hierophant and the Three of Swords, lastly, you have the Three of Pentacles and you have the Ten of Swords on the bottom. And I feel like what this is this isn't going to resonate for everyone, but whatever this is, I feel like this is a situation with the Three of Pentacles where you were not receiving the recognition that you put out with that Three of Swords. And you never, this definitely could be a mother's situation with Mother's Day for those of you who have a relationship like that. It doesn't have to be, it could be a love situation, it could be a partner situation, friend, take it how it resonates. But whatever it is, I feel like you weren't receiving the praise or the just the you weren't giving back the energy that you were putting out. And I feel like you gave them almost like not one, not two, not three, but like you gave them like more than three tries over and over. And it seems like they just didn't want to put any effort into this. And I feel like you just had to say Ten of Swords. You just had to say this is dead, done, and over with, right? And I feel like possibly with that could also be why maybe that energy could have been part of that Eight of Swords. Maybe for some of you, that kind of gets you in that Eight of Swords headspace. If that is a mother wound for some of you. Some of us have them. I feel like a lot of us have them more than we realize. It's something that's, I don't know, more common, I guess, than we think. But I'm going to leave it there for you, Scorpio. So, but this looks like a pretty good reading. I feel like this looks really good. It looks a lot looks like a lot of positive things are coming in for you. So thank you so much for viewing me today. I'm going to leave it there. Until then, definitely enjoy your week. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. And for all the mothers of of children, stepchildren, fur babies, adopted children, whatever you take care of, whatever baby is your baby, the ones that are in the womb, mothering is the most rewarding but toughest job out there. So please enjoy your Mother's Day, and I hope to see you at the next read. Thanks. Bye.